Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is Miss D, and this is going to be a short video. We're going to get right into it, okay? Because I know everybody got to work and they have things they have to do. But today, we're going to talk about splints, okay? As you know, I work in the homes with children that are on ventilators, and they have trachs and they have G tubes and all that. But tonight, we're going to talk about splints. And what are splints? This is how a splint look, okay? You have two of them. They look exactly alike, all right? But let me tell you something. Make sure that you look at the tag on the side of the splint, okay? I'm going to open this one up. That's how they're opened up. Can you see? And it's Velcroed. There you go. And then you Velcro it there. Hold on, let me just do this. Okay? And then you Velcro. Now these are splints, and they go around the upper thigh. Okay? Say from the knee up. From the knee up. There's a right and there's a left. So even though they look exactly alike, but one fits the right leg and the other one fits the left leg. Why? It could be because the right leg or the right thigh is bigger than the left, or vice versa. That's why you have to look at the tags. Don't just go in there and just start putting these on because they look alike. Don't do that. Because they are measured for these splints, okay? They are actually measured for it. Here is the tag. Here's the tag. And this one is marked, it's marked left, okay? Always look at the tag. Just don't say, well, let me just put the child splints on and just start putting them on. Because they are measured. You don't want to actually take the smaller one and try to get it on the larger leg. It's not going to fit right, and it's not going to do the child any good, okay? So make sure you look at the tag first. And this fits right below, just a tad below the groin part, the groin, okay? And then you put it on, all right? Now these here, a lot of kids can't really stand them. Okay, with my children, I usually put them on and let them stay in the bed with a little bit, lay in the bed with them on, okay, to kind of get used to it. 30 minutes. Sometimes they start getting agitated and all that, I'll take them off. But if they can go an hour or two, I will let them do that. Now, these are to strengthen their legs, okay, because some children, not all children, because some children actually can walk around with these on and it doesn't bother them at all. But then you have children that are in the bed 24/7, okay? Or either from the bed to the wheelchair. But their legs still need to be strengthened, okay? I know of one child, his leg is kind of bowed. I think it's the right leg that's kind of bowed. So we're trying to straighten that leg out. So this helps straighten the leg out, okay? So it all depends on why the doctor is ordering these. And they have to be measured for these, okay? And this is what you call splints. That's what they're called. And they also have splints, too, that are used. I thought I had some. The child grew out of these for the arm, okay? To help with the arms. Now, these are what you call AFO'S. You got the right and you got the left. Now, you can tell this is right and the left because of the way it looks, okay? It looks just like the shoe, all right? When you're using the AFO'S, they usually come with socks. Now, they're measured for these too. They actually be molded into these, all right? So, and they come with the socks. And the socks actually come all the way up past this here, So you can fold it back over it, because this can cut around the skin, okay? Cut around their skin. You don't want that. So the socks are long, so you can kind of fold it down. Never stand your child up in these AFOs without shoes. And normally they come with Nikes. Nikes, I believe, sponsors these children, because all the ones that I ever seen that came with Nikes, a brand new pair of Nikes. Okay, and this fits down. Then you got the sock on. Then you got these on, which Velcro. You have the right and the left. There's no way in the world you can get this here one confused. Okay, but the splints you can if you're not looking at the tags. Okay, and if the tags happen to come off, if you're a nurse and a primary nurse and you see one of the tags missing, okay, and the other one getting ready, get a magic marker, black magic marker, right, left and right. Do that, okay? But these is no way in the world you can get these confused, all right? But like I said, you're gonna put the socks on. Once you put the socks on, okay, then this, you put these on. Then this goes down into the Nike, okay? And some kids can actually walk around with this. Now, they also have the splints on top of this, okay? So you have this, you have the AFOs, okay? You got the socks on, the AFOs, you got your sneakers on, and this goes up next over the leg, okay? The splint. You can't put the splint on first, because there's no way in the world this is going to get around the splint, because this is smaller, okay? So you put this on first, and then you put this here up over, going up with the groin. And this might hit just a little bit below, above the AFOs, okay? Because this here hits like around the knee part, all right? But like I want to show you this here. Now this is what you call a splint. Make sure you're putting on the right side, the right splint to the right leg. That's what I'm trying to say. Because otherwise you're harming the child, okay? And they should, sometimes the doctors, they'll have an order on how long you're supposed to have them on. Some children can keep them on all day. They go to school with it. You know, some children, they don't have maybe a trach or a G-tube or whatever like that there, but they just have trouble walking and all that stuff, you know, and they're trying to get, you know, doctors want to straighten out their legs, whatever. And a lot of them have both of them on, and they're in school. So I wanted to tell you about the AFOs and the splints, okay? And most of the children that's homebound, you know, they even have this on the ventilator and all that, they would have this on. Another thing too, it's called a stander, okay? In order for them to be in the stander, they have to have these on. And they have to have the AFOs in their sneakers, their Nikes. Don't ever stand your child up without these in sneakers, because this is hard. This here, you hit somebody, you could knock them out. This is really hard, okay? Can you hear that? So you don't want to stand them up in these on the floor, and they ain't got no support, no sneakers or nothing. They just there, hard. You don't want to do that, okay? So you always have to have sneakers with this on, all right? And I said, and the stander, I can't explain how a stander is, but basically they're kind of strapped into it, and it holds them to stand straight up, okay? It straps around their waist, their legs, and their upper chest. It helps them to stand up, but they have to have these devices on in order to stand up, okay? All right? And that's what I want to tell you about that, the Splints and AFOs. And I'm hoping that will help you with your children, okay? With your patients and everything, okay? Anyway, that's going to be the end of this video. And thank you again for tuning in to Miss D, and have a good evening. Goodbye. Okay. I can get rid of those.